Hello Libra, and welcome to your reading. So today we are looking at what your future spouse might be like. We're going to be looking at traits, good as well as bad, possibly upbringing, work, what they want to do in life, this and that, all these kind of stuff. Well, the cards are surely alive. Actually, you know what? Let's just go with this. Fuck it. Alright. So your person, Libra, is definitely a thinker. It's someone who thinks a lot, but at the same time is on the go. They're on the move. They want to do things in life. They're very inspired people. I feel like they are not the kind of person who would have like a huge friend circle. They will have like 5, 6 close friends. They're definitely a dreamer. I think that maybe they're doing something creative in life. They could be a musician. They could even be like a YouTuber, honestly. Or like maybe a painter, or you know, a web designer, or something creative. And we have the Two of Cups as well, which makes me believe that they are someone who, once they commit to you, that you are basically their all. Like, they will stand by you, no matter like what their friends say or their family say or whoever says whatever. They are gonna be by your side and taking your side. So that's a really nice trait. We have the Page of Cups as well, which is what makes me think that they're this dreamer, like they want to do great things in life. They're not gonna settle for, you know, working in a grocery store or something else like that. Like they want to do something big with themselves, you know? In their upbringing, however, I feel like that maybe wasn't too great. I feel like that's what forced them to be like this thinker rather than speaker. Like they do have a lot of stuff on their mind, and when they do open their mouth, people tend to listen to them. But most of the times they will keep whatever information or whatever they feel to themselves, unless they're deliberately asked. Like they're not someone who's gonna talk a lot in a huge group of people. Yeah, we have the Nine of Cups, which is again about this success. Like they want to do something with their life and be successful at it, and I feel like that they're gonna achieve that. They're gonna be doing great things with that. I also feel like they have sort of a complicated mind. It's one of those people where it's gonna take you a little time to figure them out. Like you feel like you have this great connection when you first meet, and then like once you settle with this person, it's gonna sort of feel, I wouldn't say necessarily like a struggle to get to know them, but it's something where, you know, it's gonna take time before you're at the level where you can just say, well, oh well, they look like this, so they're in this mood, or they behave like this, so they're thinking like this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a little more complicated, and I feel like a lot of you Libras are usually really good at that. Like you're really good at like reading people and, you know, seeing, oh well, you know, very empathic in the way that you see and you behave and like the way you act towards the world. But this specific person is gonna be really hard for you, and I feel like they're gonna be hard for you because you have your feelings involved in a way that you do not have otherwise. So your feelings are gonna be clouding your vision a little bit, if you can say that. That's not necessarily a bad thing, that's just gonna make them more intriguing for you. Okay, so they're a very empathic person as well. They are someone who will listen to you if they need to, and they're gonna be like your greatest ally. They're also someone who's very independent, so they feel like that they feel like they should do a lot of things on their own, even though you're gonna be sitting there at the couch and thinking, I should probably help with that. But when you ask them, they're gonna tell you, no, I can do this themselves. Then they're gonna screw it up, and then you're gonna come help fix it. So they're kind of stubborn as a person. They are someone I feel like who likes nature and likes to be in nature. I feel like they are potentially a spiritual person. I feel like it's something they're very proud of. I'm not gonna put a religion on it though, but let's just stick with the spiritual, and let's see what else we have. Yes, all right. So they are someone who likes to start up projects. So they have a lot of little side things that they like to do, and they are someone who have maybe a lot of hobbies. I'm sorry if you can hear the rain, by the way. They have a lot of hobbies that they tend to get involved with, a little project like here and there, but they're not necessarily very good at finishing them. And I know a lot of you Libras have a hard time making decisions, so that might be a factor in your relationship that you might have to consider a little bit. Because again, we have the Chariot, which is very much this on-the-go movement kind of deal. So they really want to go all the time, but that results in sometimes a project that they wanted to do is left unfinished. So if you tell them, oh, could you please fix the door, it's squeaking, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna fix that, and then it's gonna be pushed in the back of a line of other things that they also want to do, and then we have this whole thing like that. So it is important that you help them with that, because it is a thing that can become a lot if you don't deal with it, but at the same time it also requires this person to want help with it, because in their mind they don't necessarily see it as a problem. They see it more as oh, well, this thing is more important, so I gotta take care of that first, and then this thing will have to wait. But sometimes in their mind they can get a little hazy on what is actually important. So that might be a trait to look out for. But I feel like career-wise, they are very set in their ways. They're not gonna be this kind of person who you know, if you guys have kids or some other responsibility together, they're not gonna be the one who's gonna stand down and be like, oh well, I'm gonna take this one, I'm gonna be at home and you can go to work and I'm gonna take care of whatever this is that needs to take care of. No, their job is very, very important to them. Of course, not all of you are gonna come in that situation ever, because if you're just, you know, focused on your career and what you want to do in life, and the two of you and your partnership, like, you're gonna be fine. It's not gonna be a problem. Alright, so we also have to talk about Ten of Swords a little bit, because we also have that here. And I know that's not what you necessarily hope for when you clicked this video, but I feel like we have this. First of all, before I go into that, we have this Two of Cups, which is very like a strong romantic partnership energy. So I feel like all in all, like nothing outside is gonna tear you guys apart. If anything is gonna tear you guys apart, it's gonna be yourselves. Like, you have this Ten of Swords, and I feel like your relationship, your marriage is going to be very passionate, and it's going to be like, there's going to be so much feeling and so much emotion running through your house at all times. Inevitably, one of you guys, because like you're so different as people, like you fit very, very well together, but you're also very, very different as people. So with that in mind, the Ten of Swords is gonna create a little bit of tension, a little bit of electricity in your life. I feel like maybe at some point one of you is gonna do something the other one does not agree with. Like, not just a little bit, like you're gonna have a big ass fight at some point. And that's not bad, a lot of relationships have this, but it is just very important that y'all listen to each other when this happened and figure out why this happened, and then work on it from there, because if you don't, this Ten of Swords can swallow up all of the other cards, and then, yes, this is a person you married, but it's also a person you divorced. And that's what we don't want. So I would say it's very important that, because I know a lot of a lot of you Libras really enjoy like what you're doing in life and your hobbies as well, but it's very important that you go into that relationship and consider their feelings as well and their hobbies and what they care to do. Because if you don't give each other's, goodness me, my phone, I'm so sorry. Because if you don't give your spouse this freedom to do their hobbies and to do the things that they want to do, they're going to be feeling trapped in your relationships. And you don't want that. Because again, this person needs, like, you need to be together but free together, if that makes sense. So trust and space is gonna be something that you're both gonna be valuing really highly. You're gonna be valuing that you can go in somewhere, shut the door, or go out with your friends, or, you know, whatever it is you wanna do, and, you know, do what it is you care about without your spouse. And they're gonna have to be okay with that, and the same the other way around. Otherwise, that marriage is not gonna work. So that is something that you should definitely keep in mind. Now, I think this person had a plan to study at some point. I feel like they had this grand idea of something they wanted to be, but it didn't work out for one reason or another. And then they sort of stumbled into what it is that they're doing now. Regardless of that, it's something they care highly about. And again, I feel like it's something creative. It's something where they can express themselves one way or another. What that may be, don't know. But I feel like you're also going to be traveling a lot together. Like, you're going to be having a lot of trips and a lot of vacation. It is very important though, because I see you guys being this really, really tight bond. Be very, very careful how you go about that relationship towards your friends, because ideally you want to have both at the end. But the thing that is so dangerous with this kind of relationship is that you can easily be swallowed up in it, and then you sort of forget. Like, you don't feel like you forget about your friends, but then a little bit again, yes. Like, you don't tend to them and hang out with them the way you used to, and if you don't mindfully take care of your friends as well, like, you're gonna be losing some people along the way here, and we don't want that either. So be mindful of that. Ooh. I damn near forgot that you need some of these cards as well. So let's just see what they have in store for you. Alright. Diving for light and listen for the truth. Yes. So again, this ties in very well with what I said about listening for the truth. So you want to listen to this person. It's not someone you can just, you know, say yeah, whatever. Like, you can't listen to this person half-assed. It's someone, once they open their mouth, they want your attention, and you better listen, because if you don't, it's gonna really frustrate them and it's gonna build up this tension. Also, listening for the truth is important when it comes to your own values and what you want to do, and also your own friends. Don't let this person tell you that you cannot do what it is that you want to do in life from before you met them, because it is easy to be swallowed up in what they do in their life. And yeah, listen to the truth, and don't lose yourself in this relationship. We also have diving for light with us, which I think is very, very fitting, because if you follow these instructions when you get into this relationship, I feel like you are gonna be really feeling like there is a whole new light in your life that you haven't been around before, and it's gonna be feeling like this weight lifting you off of the ground almost. Like, you're gonna be carrying each other through life, if you can say it like that, in a very positive way. It's gonna be this person you can laugh to and cry to, and, you know, the whole shebang. Again, pretty much the perfect partnership, apart from, you know, the tension. But it is something where I feel like a lot of you Libras, again, some of you are very tough with decision making, and it is something where you just need to go for it, because you feel it when you do, and you sort of need, you just need to take the step and go for it, because if you don't, this opportunity might slip away from you. So again, dive for the light because you can feel it when it's there. But apart from that, I feel like that was all I was gonna say about this little reading. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. And without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!